quantity is quality, then it's valuable. If your quantity is not quality, then it's not. Everything's about quality. There is no quantity in Twitter, and what I'll explain to you what that means is that on TV, you have an audience. And now, it's changing now, obviously, with DVRs and all the things, but basic broadcast concept is the larger the audience, the better. I can blast out my message, everybody sees it. At one time, there was much more of a captive audience. The most you did was get up and go to the kitchen, and you could still hear the commercial. What's really important, especially in Twitter, is the value of that audience and how engaged they are. So, there are some things like clout that measure those things, and I can't tell you that I'm very fond of the way they measure that, but it does give us a baseline of how to look at things. So, if you have an audience that's incredibly engaged, I know some people on Twitter that have 500 followers. Their audience is so much more valuable than somebody with 20,000 followers because they know every one of those 500. They communicate with each one of them individually via Twitter or other means. They've met many of them in person. And when they say jump, that audience says where and how far. Or at least listens and possibly repeats valuable content. And then you have people, there are a lot of people that are building Twitter followings out there where it's strictly a broadcast medium. They're not communicating at all, they're not interacting, they're not engaging. All they're doing is pushing out information, and there's very little value to that. I mean, a perfect example is a lot of celebrities. Look at their tweets. Celebrities think one tweet has value. It has no value. It means almost nothing. Even you take someone like Charlie Sheen. There was a time when he was first growing that thing where everybody wanted to hear the next word out of his mouth because it was hot news. It's become a lot less so now, and I guarantee you that his following is worth a lot less than it was when he initially built it and people thought there was something valuable coming there. So if there's not interaction and engagement, then it doesn't matter how many followers you have. And if there is interaction and engagement, what's really important is that you do your best to reach out to that vast audience. So if some of your followers are mom bloggers, you want to make sure to write relevant content for them. If some of them are dads, you want relevant content there. Fishermen, sports fanatics, whatever it happens to be, if you want to keep them engaged, give them something to be engaged with.